So I'm not gonna waste your time, guys. I know you guys are tired and you're busy, and some people work and some people stay at home and work at home, and people play, do all this type of things. But I just want to tell you, if you want to have what you say or plead, it's easy. Just have to ask, you know. You want to be a footballer? Be then. You want to be a basketballer? Be then. You want to be a social engineer? Be then. You want to be a neurosurgeon? Be then. You want to work with people who are smart? Work with people who are smart. You want to pass your exam? Pass your exam. Simple, you know. If you believe a lie, it will become the truth. If you believe the truth, it will become a truth which you will go with it to prosperity in life. No, it's easy. Just believe it. Even if it's a lie, if you believe it, it will become the truth. Now, this is a two-in-one subject, guys. And I'm not teaching you and I'm not saying I'm perfect, but if I want to be perfect, I can just say I'm perfect, you know. Believing something despite it seeming impossible is one of the greatest gifts and talents we got, you know. So if you want to be something, if you want to have something, if you want to wish to be with someone, instead of saying I wish, I will, and I want to, you know, stop saying that. That is ruining you. Okay? Say I'm hungry, say I'm full. Despite not eating, your mindset will act like, oh, I already ate. So I'm full now. See? Before we change the mindset, we need to change our believing. Before we change our believing, we need to change how we see things. Simple. So don't try and have something while you know you said you'll never have it. Okay? So start by saying, I want this. Then you'll say, I have this. Then you'll say, I am this. Simple, you know, step by step. 1,000 miles start with a single step. Today you say, I will be this. Tomorrow you say, I am this. The next day you say, so I was wrong all this time. Time is going, guys. You're ruining your own future, your own careers, your own reputation, while you guys not even knowing. I repeat, the greatest and one of the greatest gifts the Lord God gave us. I don't care if you're a Christian, I don't care if you're a Muslim. I just wish that you hear what I'm about to say. Despite not having a religion, even if you have a religion, why do you go to, what's the reason to go to church for if you can't even believe? What's the reason to go even to the mosque if you can't even believe? What's the reason to go and the Buddhism religion if you can't even believe? Simple things. Believe then. Believe first. It's the first step to achieving your goals. You know, it's not even the first step, it's achieving your goals. Exactly. That itself is believing right there. My heart was telling me believing is the first step, but my mind was telling me believing is the step. You're done. If you believe it, you can achieve it. Simple. Don't set your goals if you cannot set your mindset. And don't set your mindset if you cannot set your confidence and your courage and your trust and how you believe. I can tell you a lie and you may believe it. Why? Why? Even if it's a lie. Because you set your mind to it. Because you set your brain to it. Before you want to be popular, before you want to have a job, before you want to be all these great things in this entire world, in this entire university career, or something like that stuff, you gotta start and finish by believing. Because if you want something, I'm gonna have some people mad here because I'm gonna take the religious, the religions and the science, and I'm mixing them together. Here we go. The technology says if you ask for something, you can get it because it's the step. It's not the next step, it's the next. I mean, it's not the next step because it's the first and the last step. Simple, right? The biggest example. You want to go to church, but you say, I have legs. You remember. So before that, you didn't know. So your mindset clings in, and then you started believing, right? You went to church. Why? By walking, right? That is math, that is science, that is religion in one. All in one, bro. Believing isn't the source. The source is believing. Because believing carries mentality, carries determination, carries everything. So if you want something, don't beg for it. Don't cry for it. Don't go ask my mommy, oh, I want this, I want that. Say, I have it. Even if the odds are against you. How many people win lotteries? Do you think they said, oh, I'm just wasting my money? No. What did they say? They said, I already have the money. Now I'm thinking how to spend it because I already have it. Because it's in my hands. It's in my authority. Despite not being there physically, it is there mentally. That is what we need to defeat our enemies, our hard times, our rough times, our times where we cry, our times where we get emotional. That is the key to success. And I'm serious. I used to think discipline or consistency or determination, getting inspired are the key to success. But now I see. Thank God I can see it now before it's too late. Believing is the actual key to success. What's a mentality? How do you say, I'm gonna win? You didn't even win. You're just saying, I'm gonna win. That's the biggest example. You say mentality is better. Mentality is better because it's, you see, mentality is nothing. It's not a word. Believing is trust. Trust is mentality. Mentality is inspiration. Inspiration is determination. Determination is motivation. That's the circle. And the circle rolls in the middle. Okay? Believing is the creator and the goal scorer. Believing is the one who passes and the one who scores. Believing is the one who assists to himself. That's believing. Believing is not a word. It's how you use it as a word, as your job, as your footballer, as whatever you want it to be, but see it as everything you want to achieve. Be a believer. Be strong. Be courageous. And you won't lose because you're not a loser. Losers lose. What do winners do? They win. You come to me, you come to the teacher saying, my parents, they don't want to give me money. Of course they are not going to give you money. What the fuck, man? What the fuck, man? They pay for your school fees. They give you food. You know, they give you everything you need. And then you still want money from them? What the flip, man? We don't need money. We don't need to be a footballer. We don't need to have a job. We don't need to be stupid. And we don't need even to be smart. We just need to believe. Simple, but hard. We cannot change something if we don't believe it to change. Did you get that? If you did, congratulations. You surpass your limits. You're the greatest in what you want to be. It's the end.